Welcome to Proclaim, a presentation of the Catholic Diocese of Alexandria. Join us as we journey together through the Scriptures revealed to us by God.
Welcome to Proclaim. Now that we're into this discourse that makes up so much a part of chapter 6, it might be well to recall at the very beginning that while it's not universally agreed that the references in there are either Eucharistic or not, what seems to be a fairly well-held opinion is there's two very definite different thoughts. The first part of this discourse will basically encourage people to believe in Jesus, and it's only in the second half that he begins to have those particularly Eucharistic ideas. And so there seems to be two different ways in which this term, the bread of life that Jesus will call himself by, is intended to be understood. And by looking at those two ways, we can see that they're certainly interconnected, but they're not quite the same. And so what we find now is a strange question by the crowd. Again, Jesus has made a statement they don't understand, and we find another question that allows him to give an even fuller answer. It says, so they said to him, what can we do to accomplish the works of God? A strange question, because for a devout Jew that would have been fairly easy. They followed the law. And interestingly, that it's works in the plural. And we'll find the answer that Jesus gives puts work in the singular. And so once again, we find the very subtle dimension that the author seems to be suggesting that Jesus now has become the new way in which God reveals himself to his people.
This program was brought to you by Kramer Funeral Home and Cemeteries.